I caught my boyfriend in a hotel room with my own younger sister, and what happened that night destroyed my family forever. I used to think betrayal only came from strangers. I never imagined the two people I trusted the most would be the ones to break me. My name is Amara, and this is how the man I loved for 3 years cheated on me, with my own sister. Toby and I had been together for 3 years. 3 years of promises, late night calls, sweet messages, and future plans. He was the kind of man everyone liked. He checked on me every morning, bought me gifts, helped me when my mother was sick, and made me believe he truly loved me. My family knew him well. My mother liked him. My father respected him. And my younger sister, Chioma, she was always around him too. At first, I thought nothing of it. Chioma was playful, lively, and always joking. Whenever Toby came to visit, she would smile and tease me. "Sister, if you don't marry him on time, I'll collect him for myself." We all laughed. Even Toby laughed. I laughed too. I didn't know that sometimes the most dangerous truths hide inside harmless jokes. Chioma was beautiful, the kind of girl that naturally attracted attention without even trying. And because she was my sister, I never saw her as a threat. If Toby came to the house and I was busy in the kitchen, I would tell her to keep him company. If he brought me gifts, I would ask her to help me carry them inside. Why would I suspect anything? She was my blood. But slowly, little things started to change. One evening, Toby sat beside me smiling at his phone. The smile was too soft, too private. When I asked who he was chatting with, he quickly locked the screen and said it was work. Work? At that hour? I felt something pinch my heart, but I ignored it. Another day, I noticed Chioma wearing an expensive perfume, the kind she could not afford by herself. When I asked her where she got it from, she smiled and said, "A friend gave it to me." Again, I ignored it. Then I began to notice how she behaved whenever Toby visited. She would suddenly appear dressed up, hair freshly done, lip gloss shining, body-hugging clothes like she was going somewhere important. The moment she heard his voice, she would come out of her room like she had been waiting. Still, I told myself it meant nothing, because trust can make you blind, and love can make you defend the very people who are planning to hurt you. Then came the night everything changed. It was a Friday evening. Toby called me and said he was traveling to Abuja for a business trip. I could hear noise in the background, like a busy motor park. He sounded sweet, calm, convincing. "Baby, I'll miss you. I'll call you when I settle in." I smiled like a fool and told him to travel safely. That same night, Chioma told my mother she was sleeping over at her friend's house. Nobody questioned it. I stayed in my room later that night, scrolling through old pictures of me and Toby, smiling at memories that meant nothing anymore. Then my phone rang. It was my friend Kemi. The moment I answered, I knew something was wrong. "Amara, where are you?" "I'm at home," I said. She went silent for a second. Then she said words that changed my life forever. "I just saw Toby." My heart skipped. "At Abuja?" I asked. "No," she said quietly. "At Deluxe Suites, here in town." My body went cold. Before I could even breathe properly, she added the final blow. "Amara, he wasn't alone. The girl with him looked like Chioma." For a second, I couldn't think. I wanted to laugh. I wanted to call her crazy. I wanted to say she was mistaken. But deep down, something inside me already knew. Suddenly, all the signs I had ignored started connecting in my head. The hidden phone, the perfume, the strange smiles, the fake jokes, the way Chioma always dressed up around him. My hand started shaking. I didn't even think. I grabbed my bag, slipped into my slippers, and ran out of the house. My mother called after me, but I didn't answer. I jumped into the first ticket I saw and told the driver to move fast. The whole ride, my heart was pounding like it wanted to burst out of my chest. I kept praying, "Please, God, let this be a lie. Please let it be someone else. Please don't let my own sister do this to me." When I got there, Kemi was waiting outside the hotel. The moment I saw her face, I knew the truth was worse than I imagined. She pointed upstairs. "Room 204. My legs felt weak, but anger carried me. I climbed those stairs with tears in my eyes and fire in my chest. As I got closer to the room, I heard laughter inside. Laughter. While I was at home missing him, while I was defending both of them in my heart. They were laughing together. I knocked once, no answer. I knocked again, harder. Then I heard movement inside. The door opened, and there he was, Toby, shirtless, my boyfriend of 3 years. The moment he saw me, the color drained from his face. I pushed past him. And then I saw her, Chioma, my younger sister. wrapped in a white hotel bedsheet, my own blood. For a second, the whole world stopped. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't move. I couldn't even blink. Then the pain hit me all at once. I screamed. I screamed so loud that people started coming out into the corridor. Chioma? My voice cracked. My own sister? Toby tried to touch me, but I pulled away immediately. Don't touch me. Then I looked at her. The same girl I had protected all my life. The same girl I had covered for. The same girl I had spent my own money on when she needed help. She couldn't even look me in the eye, and all I could ask was one word. Why? She burst into tears immediately. That weak, guilty crying. Amara, I'm sorry. Sorry? Sorry. I laughed like a broken person. You slept with my boyfriend and you're saying sorry? Toby started talking too. It was a mistake. It just happened. I turned to him with all the anger in my body. A mistake? Booking a hotel room and removing your clothes is a mistake? People were gathered outside now, whispering, watching, some even recording. I didn't care. My heart had already shattered. Then I looked at both of them again, and I saw it. The guilt, the silence, the way they couldn't answer properly. That was when I knew. This was not their first time. It had been happening for a while, maybe weeks, maybe months. While I was planning a future with him, while I was praying for our relationship, while I was calling him the man I wanted to marry, my own sister was sleeping with him behind my back. That night, I walked out of that hotel a different woman. I didn't go home immediately. I sat outside with Kemi and cried until there were no tears left. The next morning, the real explosion started. My mother found out. She screamed so hard I thought she would collapse. My father sat down in silence, staring into nothing. Chioma tried to deny parts of it at first, but it was too late. People had already seen us at the hotel. Videos had started spreading in WhatsApp groups. Neighbors were already talking. Church members were already calling. In less than 24 hours, the whole area knew. Our family became a topic, a shameful story, a warning. My mother could barely step outside. My father looked like a man whose heart had been crushed. Then he said something I will never forget. The enemy inside a house is the most dangerous enemy of all. That week, Chioma was sent out of the house. My father told her not to return until he was ready to see her. And Toby, he kept calling, begging, crying, apologizing. He said he was confused. He said Chioma tempted him. He said he made a mistake, but I had no more tears left for liars. I blocked him everywhere, deleted every picture, deleted every message. And when he tried one last time to see me, I returned the ring he had once shown me in secret. Yes, he had planned to propose. Imagine that. He wanted to marry me while secretly sleeping with my own sister. Some people don't just break hearts. They destroy entire families. For months, I was not myself. I stopped eating properly. I stopped going out. I stopped posting online. I stopped smiling. Because if it was only Toby, maybe I would have healed faster. But Chioma? That kind of betrayal is different. It enters your bones. It changes how you trust. It changes how you love. It changes how you look at family. But life has a way of exposing people completely. About 6 months later, I heard that Toby and Chioma had started seeing each other openly. Apparently, she thought she had won. Maybe she believed that by stealing my man, she had secured her future. But there is one thing life has taught me. A man who betrays someone with you will eventually betray you too. One afternoon, a mutual friend called me. Amara, have you heard what happened? I said no. Then she told me. Toby had gotten another girl pregnant. Not just any girl. A girl Chioma knew very well. Someone close to her. When I heard it, I closed my eyes and just smiled. Not because I was happy, but because I was no longer surprised. The same man who lied to me, lied to her too. The same man she chose over her own sister, humiliated her in the end. That's the thing about stolen love. It rarely stays loyal. Later, Chioma tried to contact me. She sent long messages, apologies, excuses, regret. She said Toby manipulated her. She said she had always been jealous of me. She said I was the good daughter and she always felt overshadowed. She said she wanted something that belonged to me. Imagine that. Your own sister competing with you in silence. I won't lie. Forgiving her was one of the hardest things I have ever done. Not because she deserved it, but because I deserved peace. So one day I finally replied, and I told her something that healed me more than it healed her. I forgive you, but forgiveness does not mean access. And that was it. That was the moment I truly let go. Today, I'm no longer with Toby, and thank God for that. Because sometimes what feels like heartbreak is actually protection. Sometimes losing someone is the very thing that saves your future. If I had married that man, maybe I would have suffered worse. If I had never found out the truth, maybe I would have built my life on lies. So yes, they betrayed me. Yes, they broke me. Yes, they almost destroyed me. But they did not finish me. And if you're listening to my story right now, hear this clearly. Never ignore red flags just because the people involved are close to you. Not everyone who calls you family is loyal. And not everyone who says I love you means it. Sometimes the deepest betrayal comes from the people sitting at your own table. And sometimes the heartbreak that almost kills you is the same heartbreak that saves your life. So tell me, if your own sister did this to you, would you ever forgive her?